Okay. So Vale and Sasa. Yeah, something is not right, but there is definitely anxiety and nervousness in the body language of that person, of Nevin, that now you know of. Because on one hand, he didn't bother to hide himself, and he wanted you to see him. You are sure of that, so you imagine he wants to talk about something. And you guess that's probably not good, considering he's nervous that you still might decide to take him out.
Yeah, I'm still in werewolf form. It's probably intimidating.
Yep.
He's facing us, or is he facing the grave, like the memorial?
Yeah. Basically, he's like trying to seem to the like onlookers like he's looking at the grave, but you see him like now that you like I guess paused for a moment, like in your walking.
Mm-hmm.
He like tilts his head just so that he can like look at you, like that, and does the like like you know the nodding head motion.
Can I? Okay. He's gonna look to everybody, and he's just gonna sigh, and he's just gonna like, okay, I guess he needs to talk to us. He'll look to Silas and say, if you need to stay behind, feel free. I know you hate undead, which is very understandable.
Mm-hmm. He'll just kind of go slink into the like an alleyway.
Yeah. And I'm going to basically walk up to him and be like, "Oh, friend, let's talk," and like link arm almost, and then like just wheel him into like a back alley somewhere where people aren't.
Oh, okay.
Probably a different one than Silas, hopefully.
All right.
Talking right in the middle of the open hotel.
Some werewolf picking up a vampire and just
I'm
like
just gonna
putting
go and
it
I'm
on the
gonna throw him
alleyway.
over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes and just carry him somewhere.
Whoa! Easy there on the clothes and fangs. I'm coming here in good faith.
Yeah, I know.
You have no idea how much I'm risking by coming here.
Yeah, you have some nerve, so it must be important. One moment, we're going somewhere where people won't hear us. And then he's just gonna put him down in some alleyway.
Okay, I'm not
like,
gonna
"What do you need?"
ask for. You don't have to make a stealth check. It's fine.
I have advantage on strength and shit, so I don't care.
No. Strength is fine. I was talking like you don't have to make stealth stuff
yeah,
because
okay.
like fine stuff. Like you are native. You know this city.
And then eventually he'll just be like, "What is it?" After they are somewhere.
Is Sasa with Vale?
Yeah, I'm still on Vel's shoulder. I was just a little fairy shoulder.
I throw him
Or
over
shoulder
the other
fairy.
shoulder, and then Sasa's on my one shoulder.
Yep.
Okay, look, this is me coming here in good faith. I have no idea what you have, and he looks at Sasa directly. But Lord of Knowledge has some inclination and he's obsessing over it. I tried to figure out what he has, how he gets his knowledge, and I never really was well versed in that myself, but he must be a diviner. Or however you fucking call them. Sorry.
Bill nods.
So are you saying he's okay obsessing over something I have?
Normally he's like, look, it's very important to him that knowledge should not be freely given, and knowledge is the ultimate bartering tool. And he was very careful. It was very easy for him to like not tell me anything that I shouldn't know or didn't learn myself. But lately, I've been hearing him muttering, like wondering something about a book or maybe a scroll. No, but like a book or a journal. He's clearly frustrated and like almost obsessing over it. And I even managed to once note him like he was like maybe meditating or something, and he was asking question verbally. Normally I would have no idea, no chance of hearing that, but he was asking question to, I don't know, up in the air. I didn't hear an answer, but it was something about who has the most prized knowledge. And again, there was something about a book.
I have a question. Can I make any sort of history check to see if Vale would know, like, spells that you can
That
do
would
that
fall
with, like,
under Arcana.
augury? Yeah, okay.
That would fall under
can I do
Arcana,
Arcana?
not History.
Can I
I-
do an Arcana check?
I
Yeah,
could
you
probably do
can.
it too.
You can.
It's a flat roll, baby. I got a 4.
Just communication spells. 12.
Yeah, with a 4, sadly, that's not your forte, really, despite the fact that Sasa is your friend. And Sasa, you can maybe once or twice heard that there is a school of magic that could be useful for gaining information. That's called divination, but with a 12, no immediate spell comes to your mind.
I'm going to tap Bell's head, and Sas is going to say, he said something about meditating and talking. Isn't that what you know who was doing?
Thinks for a long time. Looks at you. No thoughts in his head. Who?
The I honestly forgot the name, but the person who you overheard talking to himself that you
Oh,
saw have
he
like
would say, "Oh
a
no,
head
no, no,
injury.
no, 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 no." Well, yes, technically, but no.
Are you
he
sure?
he hurt his head really bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll believe you.
I mean, he
Squint's
was
eyes.
he was not like asking some figure. He was like talking to servants. Okay, it's not like he was asking for the secrets of the universe.
But was he answering anything about the book?
No. He was asking servants to like do chores.
All
Yeah,
right.
it was literally like discussion, like what you would imagine is like a knight talking with his squires, or like
Yeah.
He was like
servants.
asking people to polish armor and shit.
She will nod, and Cecil will say, well, so they're searching for some kind of journal that apparently I have, and looks at Undead. You're saying that you don't know who your master was talking to, right?
No, was asking questions, but I'm not even sure if someone was answering him or if he thought of answers, but usually he's very composed. It's all kind of like, I'm the cultured type, not like the other Night Lord savages that they are. But he's clearly frustrating, like the answers he's getting, they are not clear. But I did manage to like hear him mutter some things, and while I don't think he managed to connect the dots yet, he did
Mhm.
mention something about like a fairy, and I thought about you.
It
Oh.
is unfortunate, but we know what you're talking about in terms of the book, scroll, journal thing, knowledge in general.
And I'm bugging because that's exactly what I was trying to avoid.
You
Nevin
didn't
just
say anything to him.
Nevin just like
He's trying to answer it in the most vague way
face palms.
possible.
Not like face palms, but like pinches the bridge of his nose. Okay, don't tell me anything more. Because again, I'm trying to be here under, good faith. So I still have no idea what fully he can do. So just in case he can rip knowledge straight from my mind.
Wait,
To be fair, he
Before
did
taking
probably
over.
spy on you.
can I like go back to try to recon? What's your wisdom?
Mine?
Yes.
15.
Okay, then you would have fucking realized what I was doing. Because I specifically said, so he thinks that apparently I have something.
I guess.
I specifically
I-
just
I'm
like
f-
said it vaguely.
I'm fine with retconning. Your friends, you, Vale. I'm fine with Vale catching that up if you want to like retcon it a
Sure.
little bit, or adjust the scene flow. I'm fine with that.
Bill's just gonna be like, and then just sort of like look at Sasa and look back to this guy and be like, well, we appreciate the warning.
Yeah. Well, you didn't give me up to the guards so far, so that's all right. But look, what you're gonna do with that is up to you. I'm still pretty sure he doesn't know about this place.
At all?
He,
For a Night
Yeah,
Lord
well,
of Knowledge?
yeah, I mean,
He sort of thinks for a moment and like,
no,
is this
he
guy
he
actually
didn't. Or maybe that's wrong. Maybe he doesn't care, or maybe the questions he's asking, they are not pointing him here, or whatever
I
they
mean,
should
he
be
was
pointing
willing
him.
to host us in his house, so maybe he is fine. Maybe
Probably.
he really just cares about knowledge and doesn't give a shit about like conquering people. I don't know.
That might be his thing. Look, I'm not that super great. I'm going by the skin of my teeth or the edge of a knife, or fuck, how do you say that?
I shook my
Do you need
fangs.
help getting escorted out of here?
I'll manage. I
Are you
managed to
sure?
prove myself like once or twice, so he showed me a trick, and I got here all right. So,
All right.
but what you're gonna do with that is up to you. From the way I worked with him, could be risky, could be not. Like, for the most part, he does seem to be pretty chill lord, to be honest. Very, very intense about his books and knowledge and whatnot, but could be risky, could be not. If you wanted to make a play to barter, I'm not saying you have anything, but if you have something that he would very likely want to have or learn about, knowledge is the stuff that he trades with. And he would be willing to trade a lot for a lot of valuable knowledge. He doesn't seem to be the kind that, again, he presents himself as, better than the rest, as someone that is not a savage. So, that's that. But on the other hand, if he's gonna get very too intense, I don't know.
Watch your own
Anyways,
backs. I really
anyway.
appreciate the warning. You should probably get out of here by now.
Anyways, yeah. That's probably the thing. Yeah.
Watch
And then
yourself out there.
Yeah, and you too, I guess. And then he's gonna slink off into, well, I'm gonna say into shadows, but it's even back alleys have like light sources to prevent shadows from spawning. But you will see him
Into the bright back alleys.
yeah, making like a hand motion, and no, actually, no, he will just use his like mundane abilities, because to be fair, he was a rogue before he got turned into vampire, so he's gonna fall back to the knowledge he gained in his mortal life to basically disappear into the city, and then he'll find his way out of here.
I'll go meet back up with Silas then.
Silas.
He's
Bad
gone.
news.
Oh.
They know.
More bad news?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what? Kind of looks at you like,
The Night Lord of Knowledge that we went to the library.
Oh, okay, that. Oh, okay.
Yes. He apparently, somehow, by talking to some unknown figure, knows about the journal. And wants it. Is like going insane because he wants it. And so he was saying like it could be used as a bartering chip if we really needed to last minute. But obviously I don't think that knowledge would be good in those hands very much.
Agreed.
Yes. So I guess if
While
worse
you're
comes to
talking,
worse,
sorry, go. Sorry.
that's pretty much the end of it. He would just shrug after that.
Okay. Well, while during this conversation, you'll notice that Silas is kind of like briefly looking to the side at Pastor and Sasa, like, and just looking at him like back and forth, kind of like sizing them up.
I don't think Sasa will notice because Sasa is in panic mode right now. I don't know about Pastor though.
Yeah, that's fair. Other than that, honestly, I think I might have a lead, or rather an idea, but I think I'd rather go checking on the things that we discussed beforehand before leading to that idea, if you don't mind, as he looks both at Vale and Sasa.
Nods.
Then, shall we head to Sasa's home?
Are we going
Possibly
to the
the shelter.
pastor first? To the pastor, to the druid.
Yeah,
Let's
I've
at
been-
least stop by there and be like, hey, can you close off these at different things?
Yeah, I do believe the idea was to get to Custodian
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
inform him about stuff. But yeah,
And then we can definitely go to Sasa's house and be like, all right, time to talk.
and yeah. While later, you will meet Custodian at the bottom of the tree. Now the surrounding area having no signs of the riot that took place a while before. The blood has been washed away. And
Good.
the custodian himself will not be present, but one of the guards will give you a salute. Oh yes, hello.
It's the boy.
Actually, yeah, fuck it. Let's make it roll. I already like defaulted to that freaking voice, so yeah. You find Rolf. Oh, hello, friends. Custodian did say that you might swing by. He's already inside. And then he
Thank
will
you,
just
Rolf.
step to the side and like show you, like hand wave towards the entrance that is now. The vines and weather protections, they are like open and you are able to step in. And allow me.
I pat him on the shoulder, like, yeah, friend. And then he'll like sort of lean down because he's a werewolf, and then like lean down and go through the door.
And let's activate the scene.
No, creepy music. Ah!
We're gonna find out that this bitch is a murderer, actually. LMAO.
Wait, where am I?
Oh, it didn't? Fuck
Maybe
off.
out below? Oh, no,
Oh.
never mind.
Oh, there I am.
Pastor's meditating in his church right now, in canon.
Yes, I couldn't find the ideal map, but essentially this is like the inside of a tree. The various branches, like the leaves and whatnot, you are like inside the tree, and this is like a structure carved out inside the tree. Custodian doesn't react when you approach. You know that he hears you, but you see him like slightly leaning on the wall, and he's looking with a look of some sadness, but also exhaustion as he's looking at towards the inside.
We're just sort of like quietly kind of walk over to him and wait for the others. Not disturbing him yet.
Okay, fine. I'll approach.
Please, I don't want to be alone talking to this guy.
Okay,
He could be
I'll
a
stay- I'll
killer. I
stay
don't
here.
know. Cool. As we see like the elder, what does he look like? What's going on?
Kosoyan says, well, I hope your curiosity was worth it. As you see, the elder in the middle of this, at first you would say that he's floating, but if not for the fact that he's essentially being partially fused with a tree. So kind of like
Oh.
Mimir in God of War,
Oh,
the new one. You see that he's not fully engulfed, but you see that portions of the elder's back, his like lower legs, they seem to be growing into the tree, the main core, the main spire of the tree of life. And as you peer closely, you will notice that one of its fingers, the pinky finger, is blackened.
say that again?
One of his pinky fingers is like darkened, blackened, like it's like flesh is like necrotic. Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't have to roll to make a connection between that
the
and
tree.
the
Yeah.
tree. The elder at this point in time seems to be unconscious. You do hear like shallow breathing, but yes, his eyes are closed. His health is like partially fallen down, and
He doesn't seem to be doing well.
no, he does not.
Can
And
I
while
make any sort of check on this?
hold that thought, and while I
Sure.
appreciate the work that you have done so far, it does help, but I hope you now understand why I had to such a drastic actions to prevent people from seeing this. They would not understand.
Mm-mm. No.
People need
And
hope, and seeing that would crush that hope.
maybe we can just tell them that he's fusing himself to give more power to the tree or something. I don't know.
And then he pauses. He's like visage, because he's trying to look very external, like almost cracks. He like pinches the bridge of his nose. If you want, you can make me insight check.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I do want to do that. I got a 2.
I got a 12.
Hey.
Hey, Silas. Hey, Silas, you
Mhm.
wanna? Hey.
Actually,
Yeah,
hold
sure.
on.
Do you wanna insight?
Because the guy doesn't have deception side, so I'm just gonna make like this against like basic.
We all roll like shit.
Okay,
Yikes.
something flashes through his like mind, through his eyes, but despite the fact that you know he cannot lie for shit, he's able to like recompose himself too fast for you to like figure out what that might be. Be it as it may, the Elder was, and I hope still may be, the greatest defense to the City of Hope. And if I would have any possibility of restoring him, of getting him out of this thing, I would gladly take it. But it is what it is, and I so far have no luck in figuring out if anything can be done about this, and he points at the physical aspect of the elder being fused into the tree. And on cue, the elder's eyes open up, and I cannot roleplay the voice properly, but imagine like, the old people sometimes sadly they get dementia and they are getting like more childish behavior.
Mhm.
Oh, sit there, my son. I see you brought guests. Yes. Time for fun and games. Yes. No, honorable elder. It's still your rest time. Oh, that's a shame. And do you want lemon drop? I think I misplaced mine. It peters out for a moment, but then Kusina says, and mental. It hurts my heart to see someone that gave to the city so much to be reduced to this.
Can I insight check or like a medicine check the elder to see if his like mental dementia is caused by age or caused by him being absorbed into a tree?
Sure, go ahead.
Which would it be? It's like an insight or a medicine?
Pa, 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 pa. Actually, you can give me both, because both would give slightly different aspects of information. Okay. With a 16, you can definitely tell that the Elder is not faking it, sadly. Truly, the strain of everything has fallen not only upon his body but also on his mind. On the other hand, partially good news is that it seems legit enough that you do not have fears that there's like outside influence. Like this is not a result of like enemy cursing him or something like that. As for medicine, or partially combining that, no one knows for sure how old the elder is, but you recall perhaps like some talks with Farenzia that even during her slightly younger years, the elder was already there. Like he seems to be like in the past decades, he seems to be the foundation, the pillar of stability that the City of Hope had. So he might be very old, and at some point, despite your awesome magical power, the age will catch up to you, especially since if he seems to have as high connection to the tree as you think he has, and he had all those years, connection to such a conduit of energy would also have a strain of its own.
Real would say perhaps it's time for someone else to step up as the new elder. As odd as that sounds, new elder. But someone needs to be here for the tree. As unfortunate as it is.
As you're having that conversation, can I make my own medicine or arcana check?
You can make medicine and arcana.
And arcana. Fuck
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Alright, 14 the same.
Yeah, medicine you get the same extent as well.
Please.
With 11
that's not
arcana,
good.
was there like something you as a player were looking for, hoping for, like?
Trying to understand how exactly he became fused.
Oh, Okay. You do not, sadly with that roll, you do not get like the specific aspects, like that you do not grasp the technicalities. But you can tell that much that it is not something that can be forced upon someone.
So he did it willingly in a way? Or that's what I'm getting?
Yes, that's what we are getting.
Okay. Okay, I'll ask the custodian. So when and how did this happen?
He takes a moment to respond as he gains almost like 1,000-year stare. For a moment, and the war has taken its toll on the elder. He always had the strongest connection to the tree, making sure to nurture it, to ensure that the flow of light was as it should be. When the waves of darkness stopped crashing upon our borders, I hoped, that this would give us time to recuperate, to regenerate our vitality. But it seemed like when the onslaught stopped, the sudden change of pace, it didn't do Elder, or rather it didn't affect Elder as I thought it would be. It actually caused him to almost pause, almost like when finally the constant danger of being killed, with that gone, it almost seemed like the age finally catched up to him. Or maybe he started feeling that the strain of constantly using the nature. I wasn't sure about it, but he was the expert in that area, and it was the elder. He wasn't like that. Points like he mentions like the childish aspect when he first stepped into the tree, so to speak. When I helped him on his pleas, I think he hoped that there would be equivalent exchange because of so much of the work he did for the tree, that the tree would give back. The balance of energy, of vitality would be restored. But I'm afraid that what the tree is doing is only taking more from the elder. He shakes his head, or maybe I'm wrong.
Can I make a new check?
Yeah?
I want to make a check to see if this tree is from this world. Okay, is this a naturally occurring tree? Or is this some sort of fucking light lord shit? Is this a light lord in hiding? I don't know these things.
I have a follow up after that answer is answered or question, whichever.
Hold on. I'm fine with making checks, but I like in Pathfinder that would be like knowledge planes, but in here
History,
that would
nature,
be either.
Maybe nature.
I would go with nature.
Okay.
It will
Do I
not
have
be.
it?
It would not be low DC.
Oh.
And sorry, I cut you off. You wanted to ask something.
I was gonna say, do I have advantage because I of the thing with the lords? But this is a light lord, not a night lord, so I don't know. Light creature.
Yeah, this is not an idler, so sadly that doesn't count.
I look at the tree and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm gonna kind of turn to Sasa and I'm like, is that a normal tree? Is this a weird tree?
This is obviously an unusual tree, but we have 5. It's like 50-50. Either the tree was that
Yeah.
from beginning, and that's how it was, or maybe this was just once upon a time your simple regular tree, but then giving it
Yeah.
light energy caused it to become like this.
Yeah, Vale's gonna take like a step back and he's gonna like sort of whisper to Sasa and be like, "Is this a fey tree? Is this like a fairy tree? Is it like a
What was
special
Silas
tree?"
going to say first because you were talking before?
Yeah, and now it's
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to know if this tree is what it, okay, I don't know if you know the term, but it's called a poplar. What it means is this tree connected to, say,
Oh.
another tree because of, say, the stuff I learned from the vision?
It's a
Mhm.
tree network.
I mean, wasn't that how the one at my house was connected?
Yes.
It
But-
was,
okay, so-
but that's we are still talking about the local area. I know what someone is getting at. Give me a moment.
Yeah, you're fine.
Give me a
Is
moment.
there like a global network of like light trees that we just don't even know about? Damn. I cast Tree Stride. Walk into tree.
Silas, give me nature check with advantage.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, let's see. I have a +1. Wait!
Can I make it 2?
Or can I give myself inspiration from, like, bardic inspiration?
Wait, actually,
hold on, one at a time. JP sadly no. It's a specific thing connecting to what was to the insight for Silas.
I was gonna say because I could use my flash of genius from Artificer, but I don't know if I could in this.
Unless, like, Fluffwise, Silas would have like essentially spilled the beans of what he learned, what he saw, so he would like be
Not just yet.
Yeah.
No,
I'm-
if it's
I'm
something
waiting
you
till
haven't
the-
told me, then I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. I would say, can I do bardic inspiration though for myself since it lasts for 10 minutes?
I believe so. Unless in the rules it states that you cannot use it on yourself, but I believe you can. So
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna
Let's-
click it and then
unless stated otherwise, we can use it on.
23.
All right. So at 23, you get second. Hold on. I know what I want to say. I just need to figure out the proper words. Because essentially the question was, is there a network of similar trees in other places? Considering what you have seen.
Know what I'm laying down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, let's go for it. I didn't have that detail set in stone, so that's fine. I can be flexible with this. At the time, what you saw, it didn't seem like there's any vines, any illusionary connection between the dots, the modes of light. But then you think again, you rack your brain trying to bring every single bit of what you have seen, knowing that it is important. And you know what? On a second pass of your memories, it seems like there is. Not to every point, not everywhere,
Okay.
but there are connections that survive up until this day.
Yes.
And actually,
Oh, keep going, keep going.
And actually, one more detail. There's one mode of light that now that you think about it, if it also has a tree, from the way it's shown with brilliant radiance, it seemed to have like be even like stronger or more colorful than this one. It almost seemed like prismatic in color. And just above the board, what I'm talking about right now, no, this is not the same mode of light, not the same city where the pastor was made. I'm talking
Okay.
about different place altogether.
That doesn't change my end goal, but yeah, Silas will go up beside Sasa. Yeah, no, Silas has a big plan, but he's gonna wait until we learn more things. He's gonna go up behind Sasa's ear and be like, "Okay, I think we really need to go fight and inspect that shard because I think I'm piecing things together and it's not great."
Wait, say that again a little louder. I couldn't hear it. Like out of character.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. So he'll just go up behind Sasa and be like, "I think I have a lead on what everything is happening, but I think we'll have to inspect the shard a bit more."
Shard us in the dog
The
shard
one in the tree.
or
Yeah, the one in your tree.
Yeah, the one in your tree.
Okay.
I have a bad
Okay.
feeling.
Once we get there, we can talk because I also have something I need to say that
He's
might
on
be
it.
connected.
Yeah. Agreed. And he goes back to doing his stoic like guard.
Okay.
Shadow at the door.
Okay. So yeah, essentially, if you guys will be moving, Custodian will say to Vale, with obviously painfully, you can hear in his tone like he's struggling to say that through his mouth. I will take your words into consideration. I'm not sure if I am worthy to be in his shoes, but we'll do what we have to.
Bill will put his hand on his shoulder, like reassuringly, and he'll say, "You've done well so far, no matter what others think.
And
All
I
we can
believe
ever
that-
do is our best."
And thanks for letting us know.
He'll nod.
Well, we have worked hard enough for trust. Should it be needed, the doors to the Elder's house are open to you.
Also, on another note.
Oh.
Sorry. I'll say
Yes.
he'll inform him of the two entrances into the area. And he'll give him a brief, like, this area is very dangerous. Please do not let anybody in. And, like, not telling him what actually is in there. Just, like, don't go in there. Please seal them off from the public. The kind of thing. Like, there's dark shadow horrors in there. Without telling him, yeah, that was a laboratory that the gods used.
You can see that he has this like moment of like, I really want to ask you for details, but then he like sighs and figure out he's trusting you with this much, he can extend a little bit more of trust.
I will just say, even knowing of that place might make you a target, and so I do not wish to put you in danger.
I appreciate the concern, but I am already in danger to some degree. But I get what you're saying. Again, I appreciate it.
Yeah, he'll say the person that organized this strike on Sasa's house, that's what he's looking for. Stuff that has to do with that place. And so if you know what's in there, it paints a target on your back.
An even
I do
bigger
not
one.
I do not very much wish for a dark portal to open up at this tree.
Understood. Well,
After this all blows over, I will be happy to give you any details you wish for, but for now, I'd rather not.
Understood. Well, seems like both of us will be busy. I will relay the information to Sarin, not Sarin's, fuck. God damn it, Sarif. And the others.
Bill will nod and thanks, and he'll say, I'm sure we'll see you around. Best of luck.
May we bring hope every day. And yeah, with that.
Sasa,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry. Sasa just going to approach the elder, not like get really close, right? Just like where Vale is, kind of thing, and just be like, "Hey, elder, how you doing?"
Oh, what a cute little fairy. Do you want a lemon drop? Oh, I seem to. I'm sure I have it. And obviously, he's trying to do a motion of looking in his like pockets, but he cannot move.
Yeah. She's gonna say, "Here, I'll show you something fun before I leave," and she's going to like stop concentrating and just make her leg just go like wacky again and start glitching and just like show it to the elder.
Splendid, splendid. What nice colors.
Bill's just gonna sort of knock you on the shoulder, like, hey.
I was like, "Oh, okay,
Oh, hell
okay."
yeah, strawberry.
No, strawberry.
Poison the fairy.
Are we going to the house now?
All right. Right, let me. I have to ask because somehow you did mention that you will have to leave early. How much time do you have?
Oh no, I don't have to leave early. No, I had to leave early for work to get here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was confused.
Oh, you're great.
Okay. Sure. I'm not planning any combat, but if you guys want, I can put you on the map itself. As you make your way towards Sasa's home, no other danger seems to pop off, and you are back at your place.
I run inside and I do the perception to see if there's any bitches in here. You never know. He's on edge.
Place.
We're about to talk about secret shit. He needs to know. Also, I almost rolled another net 20. I got a 19.
You're as sure as you can be that there is no other unwanted eyes or ears in the vicinity.
Alright. He'll run in and then he'll look back down the hall to the others and be like, we're good. It's clear.
Clear. Okay, so once we go inside, sorry, I'm trying to move, but I keep clicking the wrong thing. Once we go inside, the tree is football. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because essentially what happened, the shard of darkness struck it, and then the tree exploded in a explosion of corrupting dark energy, and that opened a rift, and the Fallen stepped through that rift.
It's just part of the tree, just like the trunk, blown up trunk.
Yeah, they're like splinters. Like maybe the core is like, you know, like a tree after it gets struck with lightning. Kind of opened like a splinter 4 ways, opened like a blooming flower. But more burned and whatnot. But yeah, the scene is yours.
So what is it you found, Silas?
Well, first, I just want to check around, and he's gonna look on the ground and try to see any remains of the shard, in case just see if there might be a little piece left or something.
All right.
Would that be investigation? Or...
yes, that will be investigation.
Hell!
I'll also investigate. There we go.
Okay. So with an 18, aiding the efforts of Silas, it takes you a while. It's like you camp like for good half an hour, I would say. Like trying to find whatever scraps remains of this thing. But that crystal exploded violently. Extreme force. And finally you are able to find like the tiniest little bits of scrapped, like this shard thing, completely depowered, no ambient energy whatsoever left. What part of this, but like very like small, like tiny bits, and only a few of them.
Pick them up. I gather them in my little hands, and I hold them out to Silas. This is all I got.
Oh, well, it's more than what I've expected, honestly. When something like that would explode, and then if he can, he'll grab them from Vale. Can I determine through nature check if these were, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where these are from. They're from, say, other motes of light. As he's like looking at them.
We are trying to determine the origin of the darkness shard.
Yeah, kinda. I know that's a really hard, like.
That wouldn't be nature check, though.
Okay.
That would be because that crystal is not. Actually, hold on, because I know what you might be getting at. That it might be nature because it's like opposite of sun crystals, and sun crystals you mine them, technically mining, geology, nature, and stuff like that.
Yeah. I was thinking just that it's a rock, so it's a gemstone or something.
Okay. Yeah. I caught your logic there. So in that case, okay, nature could be rolled for, but again, like it gives like specific type of knowledge. Plus, it is rare, so the DC is gonna be high. Like I'm gonna say DC 20.
Here goes nothing.
Can I assist?
You may.
All right.
Roll
Another
again.
one.
Can I roll 2 in any way?
I'm also at 20.
Well,
You could, but because Vale is assisting Silas, you would have to like, make your roll just straight up.
do
Okay.
it. Roll a
He
20.
holds it in front of like a quarter inch of his eye, like. I'm
Actually-
looking at it, but it looks no different.
Actually, fuck it. I'm not. That might not be per the rules, but like I'm gonna say that, like you can treat it as a basically brainstorm group project. So Silas tries a little bit with Vale helping, and then Sasa gives its turn. So you can like assist as well. So Sasa can roll with advantage as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice.
Up.
Eh,
Oh! I am going to use
Okay.
my flash of genius, so that's going to be a total of 26.
I mean, I did say that the DC is like 20, but obviously higher is always better. And to be fair, high rollers reminded me that 99% of the games, like not 20 on skill checks, doesn't mean automatic success. Because it's still like depending on DC. Okay. So the question was to determine the origin point of this rock, right?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna say like basically, yeah, because it's like some doing the breakthrough, but everyone else helped as well. Okay. So, technically speaking, this type of crystal, this type of rock, could possibly, theoretically, not grow, but be formed in the ground, same as sun crystals, depending on the type of energies that were involved over time. But that is theory. In practice, you are with a spark of inspiration, a burst of inside genius. You are pretty damn sure that when it comes to dark crystals, or like this dark shard specifically, it was brought from somewhere else. In fact, it seems like most of them, this crystal form was manufactured. It seems like it's more possible
Officially
that
made.
it seemed like the energy was being brought in, and then through a complicated process, it was focused into a crystal like that.
Okay.
And as
Is
you
there any? Oh,
and
sorry,
as
sorry, sorry.
you come to this realization that okay, energy taken from somewhere, all three of you, because I believe that was the case from all three of you, all three of you in the back of your head again hear or rather hallucinate a very faint echo of a wail of a child. That,
Bill just looks to everyone.
that only
It's
lasts
like
for a
you-
second.
You guys hear the kid again?
That's just gonna say fucking again.
Who is that kid?
Do you all hear them too?
Mm-hmm.
It's just my second time. This is my second time. I don't like it.
Silas.
Information. Yeah, he's nodding in agreement. He's like,
Mm.
I'm sorry to say this, but well, I don't know if it's actually sorry, as he kind of thinks about it for a second, putting his hand on his chin. We're not alone.
But like, where is it?
Oh no. That's I'm sorry. Different subject. The City of Hope. We're not the only city. There are other beacons of light out past in the darkness.
Oh.
What?
There's other-
Honestly, sorry, you can go.
There's other cities. He just looks at like Silas like he just spoke in another language. He's like, what?
I mean, I'm not from Hope, so there's at least people out there. I just wasn't aware that there were other towns like this.
Huh?
And no, when
I
we
kinda
first,
thought
when you
just
mentioned the
fought out of
shard,
a cave or something.
yeah, Silsa's just going full, just explanation, like over
Go,
here.
go, 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 go.
So honestly, when I heard about the shard and I was thinking about it, I thought maybe okay, I'm jumping ahead. I may have seen some figures in the past that didn't necessarily have the same, say, understandable temperament that the City of Hope has. And personally, I think more or less, as he turns to the tree, I think they've been the one to cause the shard eruption. Additionally, I think there's more prismatic light out in the darkness. They might be the one that's stealing our light, but this is all conjecture, and I don't know.
Wait, you can steal light?
I mean, the trees are connected. As he touches the tree, one tree might be trying to gather all the rest of the light that the other trees have.
Okay, wait. I have an idea. Low int, high wisdom here. One moment. He's like, okay, so if the druid can speak to trees, right? What if bitch's name? What's that guy's name? One moment.
Custodian or the elder?
Sidorin.
Oh.
He's like, what if Sidorin learns how to speak to trees and then asks the trees to give us more light? We could talk to them.
I mean, It's not
See a
possible.
small problem with that.
Huh?
That will directly connect us with the light. The same light that is trying to kill us.
We're trying to kill
So-
us, not Sadirin, though.
Yes, but we are questioning this, and we have seen the light does affect other people besides us.
I think the root of the problem, though, might be where Pastor was from, where he was made. If we find that, maybe we can figure out more solutions or answers to our questions.
Well, Pastor is a prototype of some sort of light cleric.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure I know where he was made.
How do you know that?
do you
What?
know this?
Wait.
There are many things that I still question as he looks at the two of you. Particularly you, Sasa. Oh, yeah, fun fact. He might be your cousin.
I have a cousin.
And no, above board, yeah. He'll explain to you briefly, like, the Maple family were partially the creators of Pastor.
What?
Bill looks at Sasa and he's like, "You have more family."
Sasa just like stares at like a pastor for a second because as if he's there, he just stares at pastor. And he's like, "Wait, changing theme, changing the subject. We talk about family later."
But
I mean, you know when pastor was created.
Yes, he was created, I believe, by one of your ancestors with the help of a few other clans, but that information I don't feel is necessary at this point. I think
Wait
once
a
we get
second.
there. Yes.
Sorry for the interruption, but doesn't Pastor have like horrible trauma? Like every time he thinks about when he was made or like other things like that, he always like sets things on fire, and it kind of concerns me. Or he shuts down completely, which is also not good. So like, what if we go there and they're like killing machines?
When you mention that, Sils will be like, well, that's the thing.
Are they killing machines? Wait.
That's why I said the City of Hope had more open idea individuals.
Oh, they are killing machines.
Are they genocidal?
I don't. All I know is he
Are they evil?
may have been. He was supposed to possibly harm a person, but he didn't. I don't think Pastor is luckily on our side in that regards. But yes,
Pastor's a good cousin. Got it.
There's things we need to know. This may be a very quick remedy for that.
We could
That's like
solve a
just
lot
like-
of problems just by asking the Night Lord of Knowledge, but then we'd have to like trade him shit.
I'm not going to trade the journal. I'm not trading.
I know. It would be so easy.
On the journey there, more chance to read the journal. He's like, ooh.
Okay, so that raises questions because now I also have some information.
Okay.
So follow me up on this. In short, and correct me if I'm wrong, DM, by the way, because in case I understood something wrong, the person that we saw in the vision was a member of the Sasa family.
In your vision?
Yes, like the one that you said, I saw a member of the Sasa family. I don't know if it's
insignia,
this,
yes.
but we didn't. The one that we all saw together was not.
Yeah. They just said they were Fae-esque.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't specify like the one I showed the glimpse of the past that scene. I didn't specify that you didn't see any like insignia of any families.
Okay, just making sure. Then yeah, she's gonna say, I believe I saw members of my family working on projects about everything. She just makes hand motions, everything. And I have a low idea of where darkness might have come from.
Maybe it's the same place.
I also think I was there
What?
Huh?
on the void
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
for a while. when I touched the tree when it was corrupted and I fell down and I got the leg, points at leg,